Welcome to readers, viewers, and listeners. Welcome to this next edition of the Autistic SuperBlogs and monthly prediction video known as the SuperBlog Versus. You might notice on the poll. I've got a poll going on right now to ask what you'd like to see me add in these videos. Would you like me to add my personal opinions, wrestling wrestling predictions, slice of life, which is basically my life in general, or would you like to see recipes or whatever you want, or whatever you want to see me do. Um, the um, the polls won't end. I mean, I don't think they will, but if they do, I'll take whatever the polls give me in consideration. Okay, so for this one, I want to just explain, for those of you who may not know, what this is all about. This is all going to be about wrestling. This is all going to be about wrestling predictions, more specifically WrestleMania Backlash, which is coming up on Sunday. Usually, I would do these for Saturday, but in the time I've got, I just want to make sure I got them out there, just so if people realize that I do these live, or if I do these or if I get things wrong, there are things I don't know about. Like I'll get like one match I'll get into that I didn't have any prior knowledge to. Um, but what I'm going to use for this is I'm going to be using the link that I shared with you guys on the in the description. I'm going to be going through WrestleMania Backlash for my wrestling predictions. So polls are still going to be open. So I'm going to go with the singles match with Bobby Lashley versus Omos with MVP. Omos, in my opinion, can't get any better. Can't get better wrestling advice outside of Paul Heyman than MVP. Whereas Omos can do the wrestling, MVP could do the talking. So I think I like this. I like this feud myself. I think it could go a little bit further, possibly with the Hurt Business coming in or reforming. But in this particular case, I'm going to go with Omos only because of the fact that I feel like Bobby Lashley is is the better star, but Omos is someone that is up and coming. And they need to build Omos. So I think that Omos is going to win this one. Which gets to another singles match. Happy Corbin, for whatever reason, versus Madcap Moss. All this goes to when Baron Corbin and Madcap Moss are the best of buddies, the laughing hyenas, if you will. But since they broke up, I think that this is really begun to get to Madcap Moss's ego, or Happy Corbin's, I guess. So, with that being said, I think I'm going to go with Madcap Moss, mostly because he needs the momentum, and I think he deserves it. Anyone deserves that to being subjected to Happy Corbin. It gets us to another singles match in which Damian Priest is banned from ringside. It's the rated R superstar Edge versus the phenomenal AJ Styles. This one could expand on what was left out of the WrestleMania match, which was really good, I think. I I want to say that I this is one match that I really like either way. I wouldn't be so surprised if Edge won, but I wouldn't be surprised if AJ Styles won. But if I had to choose, I'm gonna go with Edge only because it says that Damian Priest is banned from ringside. That doesn't mean anyone else is banned from ringside that we don't know about. For the 6-man tag team match, it's gonna be RK Bro and Drew McIntyre versus the Bloodline. I should say it's RK Bro the Raw Tag Team Champions, Randy Orton and Riddle, and Drew McIntyre versus the Bloodline, the Universal WWE Champion, Roman Reigns, and the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Jimmy and Jey Uso, with Paul Heyman. This one's going to be a little bit interesting. I think this has really gone well for both teams. I think this has done really well. With that being said, I feel like Drew McIntyre and RK Bro are going to win this one, only to set up a match like later down the line, maybe at WrestleMania, Money in the Bank, maybe SummerSlam, just to kind of get that feud back up and running. So, this gets to another match. Seth freaking Rollins versus the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. As you guys may have guessed from the last WrestleMania, from the last month's WrestleMania predictions, I said that whoever was going to be there was going to be the one that beat Seth Rollins, and I still believe that. I feel like Cody Rhodes is on the rise. He's on the move, and he needs to get built up in order to eventually get to Roman Reigns at one point. I hope that happens soon. So, you guys can give me your thoughts on the idea in the chat below, on the chat if you want. But I'm gonna go with Cody Rhodes on this one. I feel like he's got something to prove, and he needs this more than Seth Rollins, I think, does. Which gets us to the last match, the I Quit match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair. This one's gone really well, I think. Although, if you were to ask me personally, Charlotte has done a great job, but I think she needs to just chill out for a little bit, just drop the title, and just build up other people. Which is where I'm going to say that Ronda Rousey is going to win this one. I feel like she's due. I feel like she's due for a championship match. I feel like she's due for something big, and making Charlotte Flair tap out would definitely be the best one in my opinion. So, with that being said, that's going to be all for the WrestleMania Backlash predictions. But again, if you guys want to see this, if you guys want me to add more to these videos, please let me know either in the poll or in the comments down below. If you like these videos, check me out on YouTube, of course, on Instagram. You can check out all my videos on the autisticsuperblog.wordpress.com. So stay safe, stay strong, stay committed, and dear readers and viewers, shine on.